to make sure that we get everybody in the room so we can figure this stuff out.
Can we drop the shade just a tad?
That's all we got.
That thing sucks.
Also, I wanted to make sure that it's recorded. I don't want anybody to leave here and everybody can have a copy of it, so we nothing's misconstrued of what's said. In light of the serious allegations that I've heard, I don't know if they're true or not, but in light of those, I think it's pretty serious. And again, that's why I want to address this immediately. So
today I want to talk to you about truth. The truth is there's an ideology in this country that denies truth and will silence viewpoints that it disagrees with. Freedom of speech is one of the foundational principles that this country was built on. It is not the speech that we agree with that needs protecting. It's the speech that we disagree with that needs protecting at all cost.
the reason why I bring that is the allegation is here is that I'm going to make an unfair process. Look, I stand up for what I think is right. You and I haven't been friends.
I don't think the allegation
outside of work, right?
Robert.
But when I saw you getting wronged,
you know, if people don't understand the council manager form of government, they may not understand that some of you don't know our staff, and that's by design. That's by design. That's by design. You know, they work for me, but I work for you. So Robert is certainly able to, and I hope he does, introduce his team to you, including, you know, the friendly faces in the audience.
I don't think that's right.
Robert, I think to a certain degree, the fact that we are men enough to come in here and ask to have
because it's an opportunity for us to get to know the people that work for you. So Robert, I'll turn it over to you.
have this meeting with you and sit down with you and to talk about these things. I think that you also are very defensive, and to a certain degree you should be, but we have not said that you are going to have an unfair process. Let's get that straight. We have said that based on these rumors and based on a lot of things that are being said.
Once a year, we take 115 children shopping here at Walmart.
It has the appearance of impropriety. It does sow a certain seed among the troops that things could be getting done in an unfair way.
I agree, and that's why
but I'm telling you this because I want to make sure that you understand that I'm not saying that you, Robert Trebes, are going to hold an unfair process. I've not said that one time. I didn't say it to him. I'm saying that if these rumors are in fact true, and that's why I asked you, my first question was asking you if that happened. If that is in fact true, and that you have these people that you want, these specific people, if you came in as, yep, I want these people. These are the people that I want. Hey, my decision was going to be simple. I'm not going to waste my time testing. You didn't say that. You didn't say that happened. You in fact are saying that Marv, you don't know where Marv's getting this from or why Marv is saying that. So, look, no one's coming. I haven't heard anybody come in here and say that you're going to run an unfair process. You said just a minute ago, you said you think I'm going to run an unfair process. I know, but you.
Oh, what do we do now?
We're telling you that it has an umbrella. There's an umbrella of
and I'm telling you unequivocally, that's not the case.
Oh, okay. And that was part of why we're here.
What I said is because the implication is that's what I'm doing, and I'm telling you that's not what I'm doing.
City Council members, Mayor, Toby, you should be confident as Chief Trebes starts his command over the Bullhead City Police Department. Chief Trebes has the knowledge and leadership and skills to deal with the current climate of police work across the United States.
Yes, again, I will state clearly, I think that certain jobs take certain skill set to do. Yes, absolutely. And I think that whoever those people are, if they have that skill set, they would come out number one, generally speaking, because that's what the skill set takes for the job.
You're probably asking why I brought this policy manual. You bringing up that point. I'm just going to read a portion of this manual that kind of supports where you're coming from.
The only thing I can think of why these names is because those three said that they were interested in testing.
Mhm.
So that's the only thing I can think of as to why those names are being thrown out. And believe me, after this meeting, I'm going to start the process of trying to find out who said what to who and why and where it came from, and see if I can track this down. Because these types of things, once they pop up, they should be dealt with immediately, because the longer they fester.
I quote from a past chief, and that would be Brian Williamson, that you can always do the right thing at the right time for the right reason. And with that being said, again, congratulations.
The more chaotic and incoherent it becomes, and you can't find the answer to these things. So that's all I can say.
What I was talking about here, because of course when you start to hear this stuff and you're wondering how things are going to get done, the policy says very clearly that eligibilities for promotion in here, and if this, some of the things could vary based on the way the MOU is written, of course, but basis for selection should be past work record, education, knowledge of job duties, as well as time in service. So I'm overqualified in each one of all of those departments. I'm sure you know that, but I'm just saying that you were talking about, you're going to make selections based on how people fit within the organization, but I think some of the selection process needs to mirror what the human resource policy says.
Thank you very much, Dennis. I appreciate all your help, and I'm sure Robert does as well.
We haven't even touched on some of the things that are going on with respect to Officer Espinoza, because.
Can I stop that real quick before you look? I don't know how long you take for this, but it's good. I forgot about this, but I'm Janine. Janine is, has another bout of cancer in her legs. They're removing cancer. She's going to be out for about a month. I think she's supposed to be. What's today? God, I'm on leave, so I'm still screwed. I think she started yesterday in detectives, doing her little light duty things. She did. So last week, I went to go to sign a book out for her. There are only 2 copies. I signed out a book for her. Bob was going to drop it off. And as I'm doing this, DeSantis is in there, and he tells me it's a 5-day rule. Make sure she has it turned in by Tuesday. So I got no big deal. I look down, and there's Espinoza. Has a book for over 5 days, and he just comes back in and signs it off for another week, creating an unfair advantage. Unfair advantage. I freaking told Karina, why is this happening? He's going to have an unfair advantage. It's already bad enough that you no longer have to do 2 years here in Bullhead. And by the way, a bunch of officers are posting on that. It appears that they want in. So I told him, he said, I know, hold on. I told him just do your best and score as high as you can. So Karina said that, yeah, she's gonna give him a call and tell him he can't have it for, 10 days. So I'm talking to her. DeSantis just walks away.
The position posting, as you know, is completely clear on how long you're supposed to have the book for. And, where I was going, he covered some of that, but, it's just, I'll go back to a staff meeting where, and this stuff is, it is aggravating for us as sergeants sometimes where.
So Robert went through a very intensive process to get here today, and I just want to tell you a little bit about that. So we went through a local panel, which included myself and former police chief Rodney Head, and
where people are allowed to go around you, and I've been in positions where, I'm called to the chief's office to deal with things because I deal with a lot more than the average guy. But I go out of my way. Hey, Ed, I'm heading over to talk to the captain about this particular problem because I understand that, because I've been in the situation personally where, like an example, like that just happened recently with Sean. Sean calls me and says, "Hey, I'm going to be in a council meeting." So I'm like, assuming that this is regarding overtime, and he's like, "No, I'm going to be speaking about the situation with the lifeguards. Robert wants me to be there." I'm like,